Hey guys, today team asked me to review this guy called Rayston Heem and his property. And for those guys who don't know what I'm doing, right, I'm actually a property investor and I'm on my 12th property already. Hey, who's Rayston Heem?
He's 18 years old, making 250k a month.
Okay, well, okay, let's check it out.
Visiting the biggest scammer.
Oh,
that's what.
Biggest scammer. Okay, seems like he's staying at this Citadines Fusionopolis. Okay, that's a science park area, not bad huh? Why is he staying at Citadines?
So, but today we're gonna find out. We are going to the rented penthouse that Rayston has.
Rented penthouse. So it says branded dropshipping, DM mentor. So he's a branded dropshipping. Okay, let's find out.
Heavily on social media for flaunting his wealth, branded dropshipping, and now selling courses, amassing a wide following and many young people looking up.
Actually, this is a very tried and tested method, right? You always show off you have some success track record and then you want to sell a course. But I think Singaporeans sure won't take this well because there are so many course sellers all claiming to be gurus. Hey, how rich is he?
How rich is he?
Yeah.
250k a month as an 18 years old.
250k a month?
250k.
So one quarter he make 1 million already. But
that's revenue, I think.
Yeah, that's revenue, guys. So revenue.
Always like penthouse. I've always like high apartments, high level apartments,
right.
And just like the whole view in general, right? Because I'm my own marketer, so obviously this is a good investment. So the ROI on this is very good as well.
Of course.
And I think the best part of the house has to be the balcony. Nothing too crazy though. We're overlooking the west coast.
Okay, nice house, penthouse. Okay, so team has told me that this is 9,000 a month. Why you want to burn money 9,000 a month? I know he may be very rich, but why rent 9,000 a month for this kind of science park view? You can see Momentum Park here, the sea view there, a bit of city view. But do you know a penthouse out there don't even need to cost so much. I have another tenant, right, who actually rent a 4-bedroom penthouse, right, in also near NUS area. Yeah, don't have such beautiful view because it's only a level 4, but level 4 penthouse.
ACSI is on the right, and then on the left you can actually see Orchard right there.
Dropped out at 16. Yeah. Oh, you didn't even take your O-levels, N-levels.
So I did take my N-levels, so obviously I dropped out at 16, but I took my N-levels. I didn't go for 4 of my papers. I slept for 2 of my papers. Basically, I failed it very bad. If you didn't know, I got 29 and it's out of 30.
Right.
So anyone watching this, you know how bad that is.
Okay.
And I still graduated. Okay. So that's how I knew something wasn't quite right, I didn't go for 4 of my papers, slept 2 of my papers. The only thing I passed was English. So that's how I know the system was kind of corrupted,
Hey, come on, you graduated because the system allow you to graduate. You cannot hang in the school forever until you turn 25 years old, right? The point here is that, right, I'm very happy that he graduated, even though he flunked it, he failed, he slept through his papers, okay? But at the end of the day, right, the school has to let him progress. And I think he has made a very good business or career for himself so far. Let's quickly jump in and just show you what are the properties we can rent. I just do a quick search here. Spottiswoode Suite Penthouse, 2-bed, 2-bath, 5,000 a month. Spottiswoode there, you see the sea view there, you're right next to town. So such a fantastic view. He could have saved money, like rent this 5,000 a month. He saved 4,000. He can go and hire a maid. I mean, he's staying at the Citadine service apartment, right? Because you pay so high price, there is like everything included, like your aircon is included, Wi-Fi included, everything, and then there will be also a helper to make up your room every day, just like a hotel experience. But 4,000 you pay me 4,000, I do for you I clean your room I buy aircon for you, I buy Wi-Fi for you. I go and put one hotspot down there also cheaper than $4,000, right?
But obviously it wasn't that level where I could drop off.
Okay.
But I was just very delusionally optimistic. Right? So what even is delusional optimism?
You create a term, then he's now going to start selling his term. What is delusionally optimistic or whatever? There's no such thing as optimism, but nothing is there, then you believe it's there. Then might as well I tell you that the sun rise from the west. I believe the sun rise from the west. I believe only.
Simply just a combination of having self-belief, believing in the answer.
Okay, but I must say the way he talk is really more mature. If I was 18, I wasn't like that. 18 I was just JC kid only, right? Do what I need to do A-level, blah blah. I was really part of the mole.
Yeah. You look like just a typical scrawny kid.
Yeah.
Horsing around.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
yeah, let's welcome. Hey, he just got a 6-pack I don't even have but he must be paying a lot in the gym.
So I think the switch in me kind of ignited.
Honestly, the house so small, go and get a better penthouse Okay, but I get it if he's taking this penthouse, right, to so-called flaunt his wealth and get people to join him, see him as a guru because he can afford this kind of lifestyle. Renting a place like this does give him some marketing advantage It's called a peacock theory, right? It's like why a lot of successful people, insurance agents, property agents, bosses, whatever, why they want to buy a fanciful car. It's peacock theory, so that people will want to aspire to be like them.
This is where the magic happens, guys. This is where I sleep. The view is the best part of the house.
What kind of magic? The place you sleep is where you sleep. What kind of magic? You created a lot of baby there, is it? You drop shit from your bed.
House,
wow.
overlooking the balcony.
The view not bad. The view not bad.
Rises, I wake up. But yeah, kind of.
I don't think so lah. No firework view, no nothing. I think the Spottiswoode Suites maybe can. Yeah, because the Spottiswoode Suites just now they will see into the Marina South Pier, the area ma. So maybe you'll see into CBD. I think it's a slanted view lah.
So normally I wake up around 11 to 12.
When I wake up, the sun rises. But I never make the mistake of thinking that the sun rise because I woke up.
I never made the mistake of renting 9K in a penthouse.
Clothes on. Then I'll go downstairs. So Starbucks is right downstairs. And then
Good for him, he got Starbucks downstairs. Actually, you stay at a lot of condo downstairs also got Starbucks, right? Even HDB also ma. My Starbucks is a walk away lah. I got kopitiam downstairs lah.
get my work done.
So you do work downstairs, not in the home.
If he doesn't buy a property, he rents. It just adds to the cost, right? I mean, if he's really 250k a month, then he'll be a millionaire in a quarter of a year. Why wouldn't he go and buy a property and like buy the penthouse that he wants, right? It adds to an element of, yes, it's marketing, I get it what you're trying to do, but it also adds the element of you are a scammer because you haven't had the skin in the game. Do you really have the money? Do you really have the $1 million to buy that penthouse? And you know that there is actually one very famous scam case, a Singaporean guy. He scammed a few people. He started pretending that he's like a rich guy with a lot of inheritance money. And what he did was he went to option, because when you want to buy a property, you only need option about 1%. So he put a lot of 1% everywhere, you know, like Sentosa, all the very expensive properties. And actually he wrote a lot of checks. Because of he wrote a check, right? Last time when you write a check, before the agent bank in the check to verify that whether the 1% is there or not, the agent would have to give you the option document. And so he then took the option document to show that, hey, I bought multiple properties. Because option is only just 1%, you actually haven't really bought it yet. You just have the power to buy it if you want to. But here's the kicker. The scammer actually didn't even have the 1% to pay. So when he gave check, all the check eventually all bounced. But he already have the option document to go around showing that, hey, I bought it. And then he used the option document to scam even more people, believing that he's really some rich guy. So after he scam money, he continued to roll the scam money. Then he go and like buy a fanciful car, drive people around, then of course buy into the impression that he's really successful. So coming back to Rayston, right, I can see why people don't trust him. Because the things that he does sound fishy.
I got into my first relationship when I was 14 years old, right? First love, everything. I was really attached. And she basically cheated on me with my best friend. And how I found out about it was there was a video. So my friend was with them and they took a video. And at that point of time, it was my best friend that she cheated on with. So keep in mind, 14.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be a sad heartbreak lah. I mean, 14 years old to rationalize and process all these kind of things. Not easy. But I'm also wondering how old is the girlfriend? Does the girlfriend actually understand what kind of relationship are we getting into? Maybe Rayston thought it's very serious and then for the girl, she's just like playing around. She thought that, hey, it's not a problem, you know.
Really bad, really scarred. Was depressed, lost all motivation in life. I didn't go to school for 6 months. That's why I retained.
And that's why boys and girls, right, don't get into BGR when you're young. Don't get depressed. Focus on your study.
I think it was really important, bro, because it just kind of helped me go through the whole self-improvement phase. I realized that no one's going to save you except yourself. Because when I was depressed,
I think he raised up a very important point here, right? You always got to pick yourself up. Eventually, people can say kind words to you, but got to focus on the future, man.
The whole main reason why I was even like being more depressed was because I was broke. Right? I was skinny as hell, broke as shit. And I looked at other people online. I looked at the Jack, all the Lambos, Penthouses, AP, and I looked at them and I'm like, there's no way that they're actually living a life. So I knew it was possible, but I just didn't know how I was going to get there. So I started off with Growtopia. So I don't know if you
I think he hit a very important point actually. There are people who are living their life, right? Not even just AP or what. There are people who are driving Rolls Royces in Singapore. You go to Monaco, everyone is like a millionaire there, billionaire even. Actually, we can all aspire to become like that in every aspect, right? Health is wealth.
I always wanted to have the famous worlds. I wanted to be the odd one out. I mean, it says in the word itself, right? In order to be exceptional, you have to be an exception.
Right.
So
Wow, in order to be exceptional, you have to be an exception. You want to be if you have to be a student, you have to study. I have to be very honest, I feel so nice to see someone young and entrepreneur because it's different from the mold. I hope that he's actually managing his finances well. I hope he's not just burning cash. He hasn't talked much about his branded dropshipping business. Right? Instead of like spending money and burning 9,000 a month, it's like almost 120k a year. If he had kept 120k a year, right, within 5 years he would have gotten 600k, right? And 600k would have allowed him to buy like a 2 million property already, given that his loan is not an issue. If he's going to get so much money, better off like investing properly rather than burning it away. I'm not asking him to stop his dropshipping business, but just burning the cash away, like renting, I think it's a big no-no. Even the wealthiest of people in Singapore, let's talk about like they are the Wee family from the UOB banks, right? The CEO of Nippon Paint, he's like the richest guy in Singapore. They own multiple properties here. They buy GCVs. He probably can buy a GCV. So it all starts by not burning cash. He's using it to like channel it back to his business so that people see him zai then people sign up for his course. I think just save it up, man. Maybe he's just not familiar with like how to put money into a better investment tool like properties. Maybe he doesn't have the advice. So Rayston, if you're watching this, don't talk about heartbreak. Don't talk about delusional optimism. I won't give you heartbreak. I will give you true optimism. Yeah, I will teach you how to invest properly your property. I do portfolio for you.
Yeah, so the end goal is to retire my parents, right? I physically could not bear to see my parents work more because they always help me with food.
I totally agree lah. Touching lah. Retire your parents lah. Don't be a leech on your parents ah. For those people who are watching this I would say in Singapore 20-ish, 30-ish is the time you get the hell out lah. But of course, different people, different situation. Not every family is the same. But if he's earning so much, he definitely can retire his parents. Right? I know how. Don't burn $9,000 on your rental penthouse. Burn lesser. If you actually save $4,000 a month, right? You take the $4,000 a month, you should really give your parents, right? Actually, the $4,000 can retire your parents already. See, you just need to rent $5,000 instead of $9,000, right? You save $4,000. $4,000 a month, quite good. Actually, can retire 2 old folks already. I mean, it's not the most comfortable of things, but normally they'll just spend the $4,000 for groceries and eating. If coupled with their CPF or what, there will be some payout also. And then if insurance paid already, also can already. So I think $4,000 sufficient to retire at least one parent. See, you already got the answer already. Yeah, do it now. So let me know which other influencer or celebrity you want me to CSI their property purchase, whether they make money or not. Comment down below and see you in the next one. Bye bye.